Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Santa Anita Park here on Friday. It's the 3rd of January, 2025. Gonna look at the 8th race from Santa Anita, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 8th from Santa Anita, which is a allowance optional claimer purse, $63,000. A race for 4-year-olds and upwards, number 121,000 twice in the main claiming starter or state bred race, which never went through race. It's an optional claim price of 80,000. Field of 7 horses contesting 1,300 meters or 6.5 furlongs on the main track. I'm going to go with the top selection with the 6-horse slider. I'm going to go 6-4-7-3 in the superfecta. 6-4-7-3 super. Top selection, the 6-horse slider. This 4-year-old colt by Jimmy Creed. John Sadler trains. Flavian Pratt gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently in the 1st December at Del Mar. 5 furlongs on the lawn and the Stormy Liberal Stakes, and he finished 8th by 5.5 lengths that day. And he didn't get the best beginnings. He was way out of it, and he just didn't show a lot. He's run better on dirt. They don't want to run him on dirt times. They try him on turf where he did win impressively as a 2-year-old, but that was one race. The other two have been just very subpar. I think coming back to dirt here today, where he showed some kick, where he gets out of the gate a little bit better, I think he could get the job done here today. Two back at Keeneland, 6 furlongs optional, 125 claimer in October. First off the long refreshing. Finished third by 2.25 lengths that day, and he was with them early on. He just was a little bit flat late. First start since early January. He needed the race. I think coming, next start, he did show a little bit, well, not so a little bit better, but, he was training after that well and went a little bit better. But, like I said, I like him back to dirt today. And then last year's San Vicente nearly a year ago here at Santa Anita over the 7. Finished third by 2.25 lengths, and he was with them early on. And then he got caught by Muth and Pilot Commander. Just got beat by 2 good horses in the division early on last year. But his 2 races on to begin off his career on dirt last summer at Del Mar weren't bad at all. Had a decent place behind Heartland in a very tough allowance main special weight last July at Del Mar. Came back to win the following September at Del Mar, going 5.5 in the main special weight by 3 lengths from a good tracking trip. He really came home clear. He's training well locally. I like that he gets Flavian back up. I think he could win. I think the 4 is all for all mankind. For John Sadler and Juan Hernandez can win also. He won off the long refreshing at Del Mar back in August, going 5.5 and optional 40, winning by 4.25 lengths, basically on the front end in hand. He won easily. That was for his dirt debut. Prior to that, he was running on synthetic and turf between Santa Anita and France, where he was running good races in France on turf, but he showed some different potential on dirt. Came back to run here in the Santa Anita Sprint Championship over the 6 behind Straight No Chaser, was next start winning the Breeders' Cup. This horse just wasn't getting into it. He finished 6th by 15.5 lengths. He got beat by a real deal horse that day. And then they tried him routing after that, a mile 16th and optional 80 locally. He finished 4th by 6.5 lengths, and I just thought he kind of yielded late. I think refreshing back to 6, we'll see a strong pace to close up into. At 9-2, I'll use him on the ticket. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Santa Anita here on this Friday afternoon, we're going to go take the 6-horse slider, give kudos to the 4s for all mankind. 6-4-7-3 super, 6-4 in the multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.